officials, Michael Reed, Don Daly, Tony Henderson. Iowa State awaits in the Sweet 16, and we're underway from Philadelphia. Tennessee getting to work quickly. It's Bishop Boswell, a three.
That's an important three because Boswell is a good shooter.
Virginia allowed 13 threes in their opening round win against Wright State. Here is Malik Thomas trying to answer, too strong, and tipped right to DeRitter. And a good start for the man we call the X Factor. We'll see if Virginia can try to wear him down a little bit.
And interesting, Boswell brought the ball up that time, so I'm sure Rick Barnes is going to have Gillespie off the ball in terms of getting it up to half court. And they like to do a lot more damage than Virginia does. Tennessee likes to do damage in the paint.
Estrella with nice touch. Hall looking for help. Locates Grunlow, who gets it back out to DeRitter. A three.
Grunlow has a bad thumb and has had trouble shooting the ball from three recently.
Akpara turnaround. No good.
Yeah, they had the second best shot block. Oh, that's fell asleep on the out of bounds.
And 4 quick points for J.P. Estrella. Here's White attacking, and he lays it in, picking up where he left off on Friday. Gillespie yet to score for Tennessee, had 29 against Miami. Nearly a turnover. Gillespie, high arcing shot, and he's on the board.
And Rick Barnes, normally not a guy who will play somebody with 2 fouls in the first half, but there's a lot of time left.
Onienso with his first block of the night. He had 9 in the ACC championship game, and the three is good by Hall. Gillespie trying to slice through the lane, but Onienso's right there. Gillespie trying to go over him, and he does. White, another three, and this one is good.
I mean, this guy was on complete fire. Look how Tennessee is inside the three-point line. They don't want to give up drives into the lane.
White, another three. He can't miss this week.
And let's face it, Tennessee, the way they defended the three-point line against Miami was pretty impressive. So far, not doing so good.
Evans connects. Thomas trying to get to the 10. Good defense there by Ethan Berg. Shot clock at 5. Thomas from the outside. Another three. Virginia's 4th of the first half. DeRitter is out on Gillespie.
And Gillespie knows it, but good job by DeRitter staying with it.
Carry inside, muscles his way for 2. It's at 3. Over to Chance Mallory, who fires up a 3. And the rebound is secured by Amari Evans.
Tennessee forces people deep into the shot clock as much as anybody in the country.
Evans leaves it for Carey off glass. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Gillespie leaves it for Akpara, and he's rejected. Onienso with his second block.
Tennessee's one of the best in the country at forcing you into guarded three-point shots. That was a guarded three.
Gillespie for 3. Book it. And now Gillespie thought about a deep 3. Will set it up. Boswell's left open. And he hits his second triple. Brown inside. Lobs it for Akpara. And it's now 14-4. Tennessee in the paint. Straight points for the Volunteers. They got it going in Philly.
They don't let you score in the paint because it's hard to beat them off the dribble. And Virginia doesn't have a real post-up guy to throw it to on the block.
Shot clock's at 5. This is Thomas, a 3. Keeping a close eye on the rebounds right now. Virginia +2 on the glass. Thomas lost it. Approaching 4 minutes to go in the first half. The winner will see Iowa State in the Sweet 16 in Chicago on Friday. Here's another 3, and it's Boswell. Deep. That was his 3rd 3 of the half. Grunlow tied up down low, blocked. Akpara was there, and Akpara grabs it.
DeRitter on Gillespie.
Akpara getting his jersey held inside, and it doesn't matter as Carey rattles it in.
Go out to half court with that hedge.
Tough pass to Ritter, able to recover. Looking down low on Nienso, puts it in. See if Rick Barnes wants to call that timeout here. Evan hands it off inside for Grunlow, off the front of the rim, gets his own miss, and Akpara takes it away. And again, Grunlow not being very physical, protecting that right wrist.
Wants them getting into their offense much quicker. He says if we walk the ball up the floor, it allows Tennessee to settle in defensively. Really hard to score. And guys, one other point, that three.
Oh, Akpara was calling for a lob. They couldn't get it to him. Now Ament will take a jumper, and he knocks it in.
And that's kind of what he's been to the foul line 232 times this year because he can put it off the dribble.
Lewis, a step back triple. It's there for Sam Lewis.
And there's the switch, Akpara. He can stay on a guard.
Shot clock winding down. Nice pass from Tillis to Onienso in the opening round. Gillespie trying to work on Tillis, gets by him, and his little runner is good. Tough shot for Jacoby Gillespie. Rick Barnes was looking for a foul call, so were all of the Tennessee fans here in Philadelphia. Amen. Baseline. Amen.
Going to it.
Yes. And Estrella's at the scorer's table with 3 fouls, set to check in.
He sat his 3 minutes.
Mallory from the corner for 3. And Virginia with 21 points off the bench. Carey, left hand, and the foul.
Blocks a game, but Carey just dips his shoulder and gets that space.
Hall sends it back out. Here's Mallory. Hall with the offensive rebound to DeRitter. And a great play by Dallin Hall.
Really good pass, finding his man under the basket.
10 offensive rebounds for the Cavaliers. Boswell spinning, sends it out. Gillespie for a triple. You bet. Thomas, tough two.
Boswell dancing on the baseline there.
Akpara in no man's land for him, and he's able to get in the lane and score. And this is the largest lead of the night for Tennessee. Good help by Berg there. DeRitter a triple. It's good. A big shot for Virginia. And Ryan Odom will call timeouts. Grunlow continues to sit with 3 for Virginia. Estrella has the size advantage here. Gillespie took his eye off it. Shot clock at 2. Gillespie's going to have to put up a 3. He does. And he hits it.
He will get you something.
DeRitter passes on the open 3. Dribbling in on Akpara. DeRitter with the left hand.
Virginia, normally a pretty good transition defense team. Not that time.
Mallory through the defense, and he puts it in.
And let's face it, they've been pretty even on the offensive glass. Second chance points are completely even at 7.
DeRitter fakes the 3, steps back, and drills it. Draws the double, gets rid of it to Akpara. Now Gillespie will set up. Gillespie locates Boswell, catch and shoot 3. It's good for Boswell. Boswell has a dozen. His career high is 13, but Hall does it again.
And that's 2 layups in a row. Where is the help?
Boswell over to Ament. Shot clock at 7. Bad pass by Ament and a turnover. Hall wants to run. DeRitter up ahead. Mallory trailing. Grunlow flies in Philly. Cavaliers running the break, and they are within 2 against the Volunteers. 7th turnover of the half by Tennessee. Virginia's only coughed it up twice. DeRitter, he's starting to feel himself a little, and he ties it at 68. It's Boswell directing traffic and now getting it into the hands of Gillespie. He feeds Estrella. It's DeRitter with the defense. Here comes the double. Estrella, tough turnaround. Wow. DeRitter, left hand, Akpara got a piece of it.
Layup coming.
Sends it out. DeRitter for the lead. He's got it!
Well, you take a look here. Hall knows where DeRidder is and throws a rocket right. Hey, those two teams, they may kill each other. Iowa State and Tennessee.
Estrella the rebound, and that will do it. For the 4th straight year, the Volunteers are going back to the Sweet 16.